Okay guys, so have you guys ever seen this sport? Yes, this is Dragon Boat. This sport is one of the most popular water sports. Here in Indonesia alone, this sport is quite popular. One place that provides this sport is the Jakarta Paddle Club. Dragon Boat is a water sport that requires good teamwork when rowing so you can go fast.
So the difference in Dragon Boat compared to many other water sports, the most important thing, the difference is teamwork. You know, how do you get 12 people or 22 people to work together to paddle? In Dragon Boat, there is nothing called a me. You talk about other sports, you can do it on your own, how fast, how slow. In Dragon Boat, you have to work with your teammates to keep time so that the boat can move faster. So it's very important that the team works together.
Indonesia itself is one of the countries which is the strongest national team in Dragon Boat sport. On the other hand, the development of the sport also continues to improve from time to time.
In Indonesia, Dragon Boat is more popular on the athlete level. So, you know, Indonesian national team is one of the strongest in the world for Dragon Boat. But in terms of Dragon Boat for the larger community, it's still very much in development. In fact, you know, we're about to celebrate 10 years anniversary as a club next year. 9 years ago when I started the club, we were the only paddling club, not even mentioning Dragon Boat, we were the only paddling club in Indonesia. So 9 years down the road now, we are seeing more because we do have an event called the Jakarta Dragon Boat Festival. We've held 4 years already in a row. We partner with POTSI, Persatuan Olahraga Dayung Seluruh Indonesia, to get the community more involved in the sport. So today I'm happy to hear that there are other 3 clubs that are regularly training.
Talking about Dragon Boat, then we are talking about the Jakarta Paddle Club. Founded in 2014, this club was originally just a paddle club. Until now, the Jakarta Paddle Club already has many members and also often holds festivals, one of which is the Dragon Boat Festival.
Jakarta Paddle Club started in 2014. It was myself actually. I came back from overseas because I was paddling in Hong Kong and there isn't any Dragon Boat or any paddling club in Jakarta. And I also met a few friends who used to paddle overseas are looking for a paddle club. So we set up the paddling club. And today we have about 80 members. During the last Dragon Boat Festival, we had 6 teams participated. So other than local races, we also sometimes compete in overseas Dragon Boat races. When I started the club in 2014, there was one objective, to promote the sports of paddling to Jakarta. It's such a unique sport where anybody can join. We have paddlers who are 65 years old, we have paddlers who are only a teenager, 13 years old. We have paddlers from all different kind of backgrounds. They can come together, you know, to a sport that we love. So my hope is to promote this more. The sport is easily accessible to anyone, and yeah, I hope to see more teams being developed this way.
Not only always having activities in the water, the Jakarta Paddle Club, which trains in the water at least every week, also does other activities such as the gym to increase their physical endurance, especially when they are about to do the Dragon Boat sport.
We paddle routinely, training-wise, every Saturday morning, but prior to preparing for a Dragon Boat race, we add on more training on the water, so that's paddling on the water. But other than that, we also have fitness training, because other than spending time on the water, we have to get our physique up, so we have fitness group training also, 2 times or 3 times a week.
In the Dragon Boat Festival, there are several categories in the competition, starting from beginner level to advanced and so on.
So in the Dragon Boat Festival, and obviously different festival will have different competition category, but in the Jakarta Dragon Boat Festival, there is a category for athletes. So those are all the POTSI athlete that competes in the open race, as we call it. And then there is a student race. Student race is where Port C identifies future athletes. So in terms of for the community, we have the men races, the women races, and also the mixed races.
One of the members of the Jakarta Paddle Club Begin Boat is Anna Kotel. This Belgian woman joined the club because she lives and works here in Jakarta. Because this sport really describes Southeast Asia, she was then interested in trying the sport.
So yeah, I'm attracted to dragon boat because coming to live and work in Jakarta, I knew it's so typical for Southeast Asia. So I thought I should go and try to learn and to be part of this community sport. So I was very fortunate to found this club and start training with them. And it is wonderful, yeah, it's a really nice sport, I like it a lot.
In terms of sports, Anna feels that this sport is very good for her life. According to her, Dragon Boat is a quite complete sport because it requires many aspects in its activities. Apart from the sports side, Anne also felt positive things outside of sports from the Dragon Boat.
Well, in terms of sport, it is, of course, it's a very complementary sport. It's very complete. I mean, you're using so much muscles, different types of muscles. There's so much technique involved. I thought at first you just put a pedal in and you do some strokes and you try to be like a bit together. But actually, it's a whole science, and there's so many things you have to think of. The synchronizing, the breathing, the power, the foot, and there's so many muscles involved, which brings you to the necessity to do some additional training. So we're now working also on land training, the core right, we're working on the cardio. So it's a very complete sport. For me, it's important to balance on my working life. In terms of health, of course, yeah, it is evident if you're healthy body, in a healthy spirit, in a healthy body. So you feel better, you feel more balanced in life. When I go home after this workout, I'm done. But then that gives me a lot of satisfaction. I think dragon boating, as it is with the crew, you're not on your own, so you have a lot of social interaction. You need to get to know each other very well. You build the team, you build the spirit, you live up to the preparation for when there is a competition coming up. So it's giving a lot of social interaction and friendship and camaraderie. And then, as I told you, we are on the dragon boat training, but then we have deserved our after training, so that's hanging out a little bit and resting. Then we see each other on the land training, then we see each other on the other excursions. Tomorrow we are going for a hike in the mountains, so it's a really bonding sport. So I'm very fortunate that I found it in Jakarta.
Well guys, it seems that there's nothing wrong with trying this one sport. Not only getting healthier, but also getting other positive things. So, it's worth a try.